Hey, hello, everyone. How are you? Oh, let me change that background. Give me a second. I promise. Oh, that's too much. That's much better. I don't like the StreamYard overlay, but that was too funny. Oh my God. Give me a second. I'm just trying to see here. We're gonna have to deal with the overlay from StreamYard. I do apologize. It's too funny. Sorry about that. I don't mean to laugh, but let's see. I'm playing with StreamYard for a second while everyone sees that I'm on. I don't like that overlay. I have to fix that, but that's okay. Let me just see what it says here. If it lets me. Everyone, thank you for letting me know, come and let me know that you're here. Like, let me know everything. I'm just checking the comments and everything, just trying to get up. That's okay. Don't worry. We're going to have a lot of issues with comments and all that fun stuff. So just get ready. Just buckle up. Also, for those of you who were with me last week when I had the kitten with me and she was like kind of chilling and calm and like really like I was very worried about her. She's not so calm anymore. You can see she is very healthy right now and she does not sit still for 5 seconds and she's all over the place. You want to say hi? Say hi to everybody. Huh? So that they can see you? No, you're too busy? You're too busy? Yeah, you're too busy. Okay. Sorry. So you'll start seeing her in and out and everything. So I have opened up my StreamYard and I have done this so that I can be on Facebook and it goes to my YouTube channel live. And there's a reason why I'm doing that. I'll explain it in a minute. These glasses have marks on them. We'll see if we'll do. Thank you, Lori. That is my, do you want to say hi to everybody again? This is my little chuleta, which means pork chop in Spanish, right? You're my little pork chop. She was less than a pound brought to me. Less than a pound and really wasn't sure what was going to happen. And she's looking really good now, as you guys can see. You want to say hi? No? You want to run around and be a maniac right now, right? Okay. I'll let you run around. So she's right here with me the whole time, just so you know. And she is, thank you, Leah. I'm so happy she's healthy too. So I'm thinking probably in about a month, I would say, she should be, 4 to 6 weeks, I would say, only because she came to me so sick and so little. She'll be up for adoption. She's up for adoption now, but I won't let anybody take her home until I know that she's fully stable and good to go, right? Yes, if you're fully stable and good to go. And of course, whoever adopts her, obviously, hi, Marju, whoever adopts her could change her name. Doesn't have to leave it that way. It was just that we had to think of a name to give her as fast as possible. Oop, and she just fell onto the bed. So welcome, everyone. I'm trying to bring some time in here so people could see that I'm live. I'm going to go through a few things. I'm going to share a few things. I'm going to say a few things. So today I am going through StreamYard. I've gone back to StreamYard because Facebook was just really giving me a problem. And then I was talking to one of my friends today and she let me know that, and I didn't realize this, that Facebook is now deleting your videos. So you guys can't get back to the videos that I do. And I feel really bad about that because I had no idea. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually live, not only here on Facebook, but also on my YouTube channel, which I haven't used in a long time. So I'm just letting you guys know that I will not take the videos down from YouTube, and that should not be an issue. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that. So we will see. So hopefully this works and this allows you guys to go back to the readings and share the readings if you need to with others, because I felt really bad when I heard that. And I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't even make sense. But it does make sense when you think about it. Hey, Gab, how are you? Hey, Allie, how are you? So I'm going to explain a couple of things, but you guys, as usual, are going to see me all over the place because now that she is feeling good and has her energy and plays a lot, she knows how to get my attention by getting into things that she shouldn't get into right next to me. And then I pick her up and then she's happy for about 30 seconds and then she wants to run again. So as you can see now, so you'll see me looking up and down and all around with her, right? Oh. A little fresh. Okay, so I'm going to get into this a little bit. Our numbers are really low today. I guess maybe because it's a Saturday night and people are out. I'm not. So I'm going to explain how I work and what I do. And hopefully others will see that I'm live and they'll join us as well. You could also tag your friends and all that fun stuff to let them know, just in case they didn't get the notification. Oh, hey, Scott, how are you? Oh, I love the telepathy tapes. Amazing, right? If you need a podcast to listen to, and I don't usually recommend podcasts, but I really enjoy the telepathy tapes for two reasons. One is being a medium, like I really enjoyed it, and being a psychic, I really enjoyed it. But also being a special education teacher, it has confirmed so many things that I've always known, but there was no science behind it. So I would definitely listen to the telepathy tapes. I think they're great. I really do. I think they're absolutely great. And it just makes you really think like, wow, we really do limit ourselves. Hey, Ange, we really do limit ourselves in what we know, what we believe, what we expose ourselves to, all that stuff. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Oh my God, I'm so excited to have you here. So I'm kind of BSing right now, trying to get it, because I know there's also a delay on the chat. I'll go into everything. Don't worry. I'm going to go into everything and explain everything for you guys that everybody knows. Please make sure to, like I said, tag your friends, let them know I'm live, all that fun stuff. Okay. So I'm going to get started with my explanation so people who are watching could understand how I work. So the name of my show is called When the Soul Speaks. And the reason why I call this When the Soul Speaks is because what I do here is I go to the spirit world and I connect with them and I bring your loved ones right to you. I allow their souls to have a voice. So what I mean by that is I don't go directly to the comments and say, hey, so-and-so, do you have a mom in the spirit world? I don't do that. I go to the spirit world and I say, hey, who's here? Give me the evidence that you have so that your loved ones in the comments will know that you're there for them. So that's why I call this When the Soul Speaks, because I'm giving them their voice back. I'm allowing them to share their memories, their evidence, their what they see going on today, and all that stuff. With that said, we are on StreamYard again. The reason why I had left StreamYard for a little bit is only because the delay was a pain. You're going to hear squeaking in the background because I'm not holding her right now, so she's mad. Come here. What's the matter? You can't get down? You could get down. StreamYard has a little bit of a delay, just so you know. So you will comment and it'll take a couple of seconds for me to see. Are you stuck? Do you want me to let you down real fast? Yeah, I can let you down. That's not a problem. And there you go. Okay. So just be patient with me when I connect. I did not get a new baby. Angie, I will share her with you in a second. Maybe a week ago, there was a post that was asking for help. There were two very, very sick kittens, and they were in urgent need to be brought to the emergency room. And the person who found them, or whose boyfriend found them, did not have a vehicle, so they could not physically get them there. So I went and I picked them up and I brought them to emergency. Unfortunately, one did not make it. When I went to pick her up, she had already passed, or he had already passed. And this one that I have here did make it, but was too little for them to have her go to the shelter because of the care that she needed. So we brought her home, didn't hesitate to bring her home, brought her home knowing that she was in critical condition. And when I brought her home, fed her, got her what she needed. And when I brought her in to have her checkup, she's approximately 5 weeks old. No, at the time she was approximately 4 weeks old and she was under a pound. So I feel like celebrating right now because it's the second time that she's using the litter box ever. She's not litter box trained. So she was under a pound and she's just this tiny, tiny little thing. And last week when I did my live, she was with me and she was more like a cuddly little, let me just lay there and let you just hold me kind of thing. And now her personality has come out. You'll hear her meowing. You'll see her jump. She's all over the place. So she's doing really well. She will, okay, Kara. She will be ready for adoption, I would say in about a month, I'm thinking, because I want to make sure that she's super healthy. She's on her way up here. Come here, Mama. Come here. Oh, she just took off. She's not on her way up here. In about a month, I just want to make sure that she's absolutely healthy. She was too little to get her little shots and have her snap test done. So I'm just waiting until she gets a little bit bigger. And then she will be up for adoption through the rescue. So it would have to be to that, hey, Janice. So I'll show when she comes back after she settles for a minute, if she does settle. That would be wonderful. I will pull her up and show you guys her. Her name is Chuleta, and Chuleta is Spanish for pork chop. And we believe very strongly that in the name, you give strength in the name. So I had to give her a name that would chunky her up. And that's why we chose Chuleta, or I chose Chuleta. I don't know where she went. I could hear her. I don't see her. And now she is chunking up. So I will absolutely share her in a minute. And if you guys know anyone who might be interested in a kitten, come here. Come here, Mama. Oh, she's wild right now. I'm not even going to try to catch her. Let me know, because when she's ready, she's looking for a really good home where people can support her and take care of her and be there forever for her. Okay, so I'm going to explain how I work. So what's going to happen? Thank you. What's going to happen is, and in the rescue, she's under that name. So what's funny is that if someone wanted to adopt her, they could give my name and her name. They could give just her name probably, and they'll know who it's for. Say hello. There she is. My little girl. Say hello. I know. But just for 5 seconds, just behave and show people how you can just sit and be sweet. Okay, just for 5 seconds. Do you think you could do that for 5? Yeah. Oh, you could do more than 5. Yes, you did. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. But yep, she'll be up for adoption. Yes, I know. Yes, this is not your forever home. I know, but it's not. It's not your forever home. Okay. Okay. So what's going to happen? I'll hold on to her as long as she'll be here. As long as she'll sit here. When she wants down, she gets down. So what's going to happen is I am going to connect with the spirit world, and I'm going to bring through your loved ones, and they're going to give me evidence. I'm going to share the evidence with you. What I ask of you is please be open to your A, your B, and your C list. Oh yeah, I am rocking the FML gear. That's right. Your A, your B, and your C list, because you never know who they'll bring through. I also ask you to please claim your dead people. What do we mean by that? We mean that while I'm giving evidence, if you do feel like this could be someone that you know, or someone that you know that's in your family, that whole thing, please let me know. You know what, Natalie, I think this could be for me. If it isn't, I will know. Okay, you will know, we will know. I will get more information. Yes, I will. I also ask that you don't change the evidence that I give. What do we mean by that? If I have a dad, please don't change a dad to a boyfriend. They really don't like that. Also be aware that sisters and sister-in-laws come in the same. Yes. Mothers and mother-in-laws come in the same. So they do come in the same. And if I say like a sister, okay, no biting though. No biting on camera. That's not nice. If I say like a sister, that could be a best friend that was like a sister to you. Okay. If I say motherly and you were raised by your grandmother and she was like a mother to you, that could be grandma. But what I do ask is please don't try to make a square peg fit in a round hole. Please don't do that, because what ends up happening is I give the wrong person away to the wrong person. And that's not fair to your loved ones, right? You're making a liar out of me right now, because I said you could not sit for 5 seconds. And now you're sitting and you're listening to everything that I'm saying. There's also such thing. Hey, Tilly. So there's also such thing as a parallel reading. So what is a parallel reading? We're sitting here right now being entertained by, my little Chuleta and me. And your loved ones are in the spirit world getting together, and they're sharing their evidence. They're saying, you're a dad, I'm a dad. You had heart issues, I had heart issues. Your name is Chuleta, my name is Chuleta. Let's go and let's bombard Natalie. So when you can understand like 95% or more of the information without changing it, that means that your loved ones are doing what's called a parallel reading. If you understand less than 95%, what we call that a postcard. So that's your loved one saying, I know you know I'm here, but someone else could really use a reading. So please just listen and feel my presence while so-and-so can understand that their loved one is right beside them. So that's what a postcard is. Those are the differences. Sometimes I get off of here and people are like, oh my God, I completely forgot, or I didn't make the connection. That's okay. That's why that's why I leave the recording up, and I feel so bad about Facebook. So those of you who weren't here earlier, just so you know, I'm doing StreamYard because now the stream will be on my YouTube page also. So my live will stay up there because Facebook's erasing all their recordings now. So just know that if you can't remember something, or if you want to go back and see what I really said, or, compare notes, whatever it is, you could go back to my YouTube channel and see that. Okay. Me giving all this stuff and adding all this stuff is just giving time for your loved ones to come in and say, okay, Natalie really is live. This is really happening. So that's really what's going on here right now, to give them time. So just let me know that you're here. Say hi to just get the comments rolling. You could say hi to this little beast right now. Can't, we'll get through this though. I'm surprised she's letting me hold her for this long because she usually really doesn't. And this time of night, I usually give her her little bath, but I'll give it to her after this. Okay, let me just tell my son something real fast. Avery. Sorry, one second. Okay, I didn't want to yell in everybody's ears. That's why hi, Michelle. Hi, Claudia. So that's why thank you for the condolences. I really appreciate that. I didn't want to hear you yelling just for me to tell my son that there's ice cream downstairs. So that's why I made it myself. Okay, so I'm going to start here. If anybody has any questions, not personal to you, like can you connect with, but if anyone has any questions about mediumship or with how I work or anything like that, you can absolutely ask. If I have an answer, I will answer you. If I don't, I will say I don't know. And we're going to try to get through this because I don't know if you're going to let me, right? Okay, let's see who's here. Okay. Oh, okay, one second. This is cute. I hope that one of my students is watching right now because we were discussing this earlier today. I'm having a family reunion right now. And what I mean by that is I had a brother come through, but I also saw father. Oh, you want to go down for a second? Because I can't write and do this. I have a piece of paper here that I just scribble with also, just so you know. So you might see me looking down if she lets me do this. Father and mother. Okay, so please listen carefully. I'm going to ask them to come in one at a time. Yes, Heather, this one will be up for adoption soon. I usually ask for one at a time, but it was interesting because I had the brother come through first. And then right after the brother came through, I saw father and mother, and they said, before we separate, I just want you to see that this is a family reunion. So this is a family reunion here. So I have brother, father, and mother who are coming through. They did not die together. I just want to stress that. But they are showing me that they are together now. So just know if you have a brother in the spirit world and a father, fatherly, because it might be a stepfather, and a mother, motherly, because it might be a stepmom. I'm just going into this. Just hold on to this for a second. Oh, it's funny because, it's very interesting because brother is the one who's taking charge. And it's very cute. Hey, Carly, it's very cute the way he's doing this. So sorry. I'm sorry for being choppy right now. Give me a second. I'm not going to read the comments for a second. I'm going to say hello to everybody and thank you for being here. I just want to focus on the spirit world for a moment because I have the brother coming in. The brother's talking to me about being ill and not being well. So he talks to me about getting sick and getting run down. He also admits that he did not take care of himself. And he didn't eat very, very healthy. He's actually, now please understand the way I'm saying this and the way he's sharing this with me. He's actually holding himself accountable. I'm not saying he took his life. This is not what he's saying. What he's saying to me is that he didn't take care of himself. He kind of just did what he wanted to do. He says, I didn't eat well. I didn't take care of myself. I didn't listen to the doctors. He's like, when I did go to the doctors, because I really didn't go very much. And I just did things on my own the way I wanted to do it because I thought, what could really happen? You know, what could really happen? But then he brings me, I feel like it's his liver. He brings me to his liver, and he may have been going into liver failure. He had issues with his liver. If you could understand, please let me know. If you could understand a brother in the spirit world, and also your parents are in the spirit world. And if you could understand brother getting ill because he wasn't taking care of himself, or you're putting your paws on my lips, literally, stopping me from talking. If you could understand brother in the spirit world, and if you could understand the connection to liver issues, liver failure, it might have been jaundice, but there's something going on here with the liver connected to his illness. If you could understand this, please let me know. Okay, we're going to hope that she kind of, maybe she'll go play down on the floor for a little bit. And also know that my comments delay a little bit, so please be patient with me. All right, brother. Oh, we're going to be quiet today? All right. That's not going to work with me. If you have a brother in the spirit world, I want you to listen. It could be brother-in-law. So just remember that, okay? If you have a brother in the spirit world, Michelle, your dad had a liver transplant? Your dad had a liver transplant. Michelle, do you have a brother? I just want, and do me a favor. I forgot to say this. Don't feed me anything, guys. So don't give me any information. And Michelle, that was awesome that you said liver transplant. Don't give me information that I have not given you yet. So that's what I mean by don't feed me. Your dad had a liver transplant. I'm trying to understand this because this is a family reunion. Let me get a little bit more. So, Angie, your uncle had liver issues. So, is your uncle and your grandparents in the spirit world and your mom still living? Because yes, you could be the messenger, but that's what I need to know. And then Michelle, your dad had a liver transplant, but I have a brother in the spirit world though. Michelle, do you have a brother in the spirit? I think I asked you that and you said no. And then I want you guys to, Allie, if you ask your mother for this cat, I will kill you because she will kill you and she will kill me. Just so you know. Mom and dad have to be in the spirit world. Brother has to be in the spirit world. I can't change that. They're being very clear on that. They're being very clear on that. Okay, Gabby, you understand everything for a brother. Your dad had liver cancer. Okay. Let me just get some more information, guys, before I try to fit it in, because I just want to go in here because, okay, let me go through the information for a second. Okay, so they came in. I have these three that came in. It was a father and a mother and a brother that came in. The brother came in and they all said, we're having a family reunion. That's what I heard right away, family reunion. Then brother says that he's holding himself accountable for being ill. He shares that he did not take care of himself. It's not that he took his life or anything like that. I don't want you to think that he's holding himself accountable for that. But he says, I want to hold myself accountable because I didn't take care of myself. I thought that, like, what's the worst that can happen to me? Like, it's not that big of a deal. And didn't really listen to the doctors. And not only did he not listen to the doctors, he really didn't go to the doctor. That's what he shares with me also. Like, he had no interest in even going. And then he shows me that he had liver issues. And he talks to me about what might have been like a liver failure, something going on with the liver. And what he shows me that's very clear is that, you know, I feel like the liver had major issues, and there might have even been a jaundice that presented itself as well also. Yeah, okay, Allie, I just heard what you said. So, Gabby, can you understand everything that I'm sharing, hon? Because I just want to make sure that you're understanding everything. So just tell me if you could understand everything that I'm sharing here. You are just making reading a little bit difficult tonight. Okay, just a little bit difficult, not crazy difficult, but a little bit. Yes, you are. Um, so Gabby, I'm just waiting to hear from you, hon. And then I just want to give me a second because it's like, give me one moment. There, I don't want to give just me. Okay. It sounds like I'm hearing, I don't know if it's Amanda or Andrea, but it's like an A and then only your dad had the liver. That's okay, Gabby. If dad had the liver and it's brother and I'm presenting that the wrong way because that could be on me. Gabby, where do you fit in the name? It's like it starts with an A and it ends with a name. It's like Amanda or Andrea. And this could be somebody who's in the living. It's not Anna. And also Jonathan. So Gabby, those two names, where can you fit in Jonathan? It's so funny. If you saw my paper right now, you would be like, you have to be kidding me. Give me 1 second. Andrew, not Andrew, Gab. It sounds like an A and an A. Andrew, like you have Angela, but you would have to be able to fit everything else. Gabby, okay, Gab, hold on to the Andrea or Amanda for a second for me because you're saying yes to John. Let me just go back in for a second. This is a really, and Angie, don't leave me. Just hold on to it for a second. Gab, this is a really weird thing that I'm going to say, but please listen to me for a second. Who had the accident with the knife? I think it was a knife. They were either like chopping onions. I'm making up the onions part, but chopping something up and like accidentally like either cut the tip of their finger really bad that they thought they were going to like lose the tip of their finger or lost the tip of the finger. So who was using a knife? And if somebody could understand this with all the other evidence, do not say, oh my God, I could understand this and not understand anything else. So Gabby, can you, Alessandra, yes, it could be Alessandra Alley. Gabby, can you understand this situation where we were using a knife and either cut the tip of our finger off or almost cut the tip of our finger off? You just knocked all my papers down. So if I need more papers, I'm not going to have any papers. That's why I usually use notebooks. I'm just waiting to hear. Okay, so that happened with your brother? Okay, because I asked for specifics and I'm like, wait a minute, I need specifics. This is not something little. So Gabby, I must be with you. Just give me a second. I want to talk about the family reunions. I want to go to that, and that's why I had to figure out who I was with. So I want to go to the family reunion. And the reason why I want to go to the family reunion is because this is where they started off in. They said, okay, a family reunion, we have a father here, we have a brother here, we have we have a mom here, we have a dad here, that kind of thing. So I want to go back to the family reunion because I know also, Gabby, that there is a reunion coming up, or let me take that back, not reunion, there is an anniversary coming up. So they're acknowledging the anniversary coming up or the anniversary that just passed. And I feel like this is the anniversary of a passing of someone close to you in the family. So Gabby, can you understand the anniversary passing of someone close to you or coming up in the family? Because they're talking to me about the family gathering because it's their celebration of returning or their homecoming for your loved one in the spirit world. But for you, it's a death anniversary. And I'm sorry for saying it that way, but that was the only way I could think of saying it. Please don't push off with me because I don't want you to fall down. Okay. Oh my God, I think this is my brother-in-law. Okay. This might be a parallel, Catherine, just so you know. We had one just 3 weeks ago. Yes, anniversary coming up. Okay. So just know this is what I want to say. So your brother, your father, your mother come in and they're coming in and they're talking about family reunion anniversary. And I feel like this is a major topic tonight. So I just want everyone to listen very carefully. So if you could understand what I'm sharing here, if this is a parallel reading, if this is a postcard, please listen very carefully. When we remember the death, the anniversary of a death of someone that we love, we tend to be sad because that's when we lost them. That's when they were no longer here in the physical world. And what Gabby's family is sharing here tonight and what they're starting off this night with is the memory of, yes, it's our loss in the physical world that we can't physically be with our loved ones, but the way they call it is the family reunion. So they call it as their homecoming. They call it as their family reunion. So this is the piece of, and Angela, yes. So Catherine, I see what you're writing. So this is the piece of it. Just give me a second. The piece of, they want you to know that we are okay and that we're having that celebration of that homecoming. That just know we're safe, we're loved, we're surrounded, we're taken care of. All of those pieces. So Gabby, I want to leave you with that, knowing that your loved ones, your family reunion is happening or did happen 3 weeks ago, and that they celebrated in the spirit world, the homecoming of your loved one that you lost from here in the physical world. So I want to leave that with you. Angie, the same thing with you. If you're bonus brother, you can understand. I don't know if it's a postcard, if it's a parallel. And Catherine, if you could do everything except the liver, that right there is like a parallel reading because it's everything except for that one piece. But that's how I got to Gabby because Gabby can understand that. Thank you, Gabby. Gabby can understand that. So your mother-in-law is passing. Your sister's name is Angela. You don't know about the liver issue, okay, but you can understand everything else. Then please take that piece of information of sharing that, like, this is our homecoming. Just know that we're celebrating. We're celebrating this. Give me 1 second. I'm just jumping to somebody else real fast. Who here has a family? I'm just jumping really fast, guys, just so you know, because they just jumped in. I don't even know who this is yet. Who here has a family birthday? And you would know this family birthday, so you wouldn't have to stress about it. It's not going to be like your second cousin's wife. Who has a family birthday that's around October 17th? So the celebration, the date October 17th or around the 17th would be significant for you. So when I say around the 17th, it might be the 18th. It might be the 16th. It's not going to be the 10th. It's not going to be the 30th. Like, let's do around, please, people. So who has a celebration, a birthday celebration of around the 17th? You have not stopped for 5 seconds. I hope you sleep well tonight. And I know I'm talking a lot. Gwendolyn, you do. Just don't tell me anything else. Leah, yours is October 19th. Okay, don't tell me anything else. And the reason why I say don't tell me anything else is because I have to figure out who's here and see if either of you can understand the information. So just give me a second here. Okay, so I have a mom here. Yeah, I do talk a lot, Okay, I have mom here. She's talking to me about the cardiac issues, the heart issues. She's very, very sweet. She talks to me about the fact that she wasn't, and please understand how I'm saying this, she was not well educated, okay? It could be the person in spirit or the person here. They just gave me October 17th as a birthday, not a death day, as a birthday around the 17th for someone significant to you or you yourself. And now the person who's giving me this date is significant is mom. So just give me a moment. I'm not going to read the comments for a second because I want to focus on mom and what she's sharing here with me. So you guys could keep commenting. I just want to focus on what she's sharing. So mom is talking to me. She's talking about her cardiac issues and telling me that she had cardiac issues. She's a very, very sweet woman, but then she goes into education and she shares with me the fact that she was not educated. And then she puts it in quotation marks because I feel like she's just such a smart woman. And she says, I was smart. I knew how to raise my kids. I knew how to set them up for success. I knew how to give them the confidence that they needed. My children were able to achieve things in life that I wasn't because I was their backbone. And she's not coming from an ego way. She's coming from a way of saying that what meant to her, what was important to her and what was the world to her was her children. I'm not saying her husband wasn't, but was her children. And then she says her children, the success for her was to see the success within her children. That's what was important to her. So she shows me she got married very young. She gives me the number 19 as significant. So I feel like that's an age. I don't know if she was married at the age of 19 or if she met your dad at 19, but she gives me 19 as very significant. She also gives me 3 as significant too, connected to children. So I feel like either she had 3 children or out of the children that she had 3 were either girls, 3 were either boys, but she's giving me 3 as significant as well also. And then she talks to me about her jewelry. And when she goes into the jewelry, she talks to me about her wedding band, okay? This is her band she's talking to me about. And she says that you have or someone has her wedding band. And she says it's a very gold, simple wedding band, but that it is cherished only because she was married for many, many years. She's giving me the number 60 as significant. So I feel like either she was married more than 60 years or almost 60 years, but 60 is significant. If you could understand 100% of the information that I am giving, please let me know that you could understand 100% of everything that I'm giving. Right? Yes, and we're going to give it a second for it to go through as you're literally biting my nails. Please don't bite me. No, that hurts. That doesn't feel good. Thank you. No. You can love me without biting. Okay. Okay. So Gwendolyn, if I feel like with all of that evidence, I must be with you. So I'm going to say that I do feel like I am with you because of all the evidence that's coming through. So I want to talk about Mom for a second. She says that I love it. So let me go to Mom again. So Gwendolyn, I'm just going to go to Mom again. I'm not going to read the comments for a second because since you could understand 100% of what I said. Catherine, if you could understand 95%, remember what I said about the parallel readings. And if you could understand 90 to 100%, that's it could be a postcard, but just listen because Gwendolyn, you understand all of it. So I want to go back for a second because Mom is sharing with me how you do things and you experience life as a mom and as a grandma, but as a mom, I want to talk about because she says that you take pride in being like Mom. So she hears you say, I want to do this like my mom did. And she says, thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for being who you are because you reflect her. And she smiles and she says, there's things that you do and say also that remind her. And she laughs because she says, that's me. That's me. Gwendolyn, did your mom fold the napkins on the table when she would set the dining room table? Because all of a sudden she's setting the table, but she's folding the napkins a specific way. And I feel like this is when she would set the table for a holiday because she's setting it up with like what she would call her nice dishes. But I love the way she's like folding her towels, her napkins, the way she's folding them on the table to set everything up to just look perfect and be perfect. And then she's also showing me like embroidery. So I feel like she would have had some items that were embroidered, or she would have embroidered or knitted or crocheted. I want to say embroidered. I want to talk about the embroidered items that you have. Please let me know about the embroidered stuff as well. And you do the same. Oh, I love that, Gwendolyn. I love that. And you just said that today. Okay, good. The embroidered item she's talking to me about. That's what she's talking to me about also. I feel like Gwendolyn, and just hold on to this for a second because I'm not sure if you know this, but it actually feels like a handkerchief or a kerchief that's old that maybe she had at her wedding that's embroidered. I cannot let go of that. So yes, you have her napkins, but she's also pushing me to the embroidered kerchief that she wants to talk about as well. And the sewing. Gwendolyn, who has the sewing machine? Do you have the Singer sewing machine, or does mom have the Singer sewing machine? And it's interesting how I'm saying this, because this is what I'm seeing. Your little nails in my skin is just not, it doesn't feel good. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel good, okay? So I would really appreciate if you let me write without attacking me, okay? Thank you. Okay, so you have the Singer machine, or mom had the Singer machine? Because this is okay, she loved to sew and I do have it. Okay, beautiful. So I just want to talk about the napkins, the sewing, the memories that we have. I feel like you haven't sewn in a while, and I'm not going to tell you to sew, but I'm going to tell you to sew because I feel like you're going to feel mom's presence there. Is your sewing machine not working right now, though? I'm going to put it on the floor. I can't concentrate for a second. Is your sewing machine broken right now? Because she's telling me it's not working. And remember okay, so let me just go into this because she's sharing with me the fact that either it hasn't been used in a while or it's not working. So she's sharing that with me. So I'm not telling you to pull it back out, but I'm telling you to kind of pull it back out because I feel like that's where you've been trying to feel mom's presence or trying to feel mom. She's like, that's where I could get you out of your head and focus on something else. And then you would feel my soul touch yours. It's in the sewing. And Gwendolyn, I'm going to leave you with that. You have not in a while. Okay, so use it, even if it's something little. I just want you to kind of start it up and just use it, even if it's for a second. Just so, because mom is saying that that's when you're going to be able to move out of your way and feel her around you. So just know that, okay? Thank you for letting me read for you. Okay. I just have to watch the time because I have to feed her at some point. Okay. Oh. Yes, Gwendolyn, what a sweet, sweet, sweet mom. Give me one sec. Okay. So I have a gentleman here. I'm trying to think of how I share what he's sharing with me. I have a gentleman here whose life was taken, and he died from a gunshot wound. So if you could understand, I'm going to say a young man. Sorry, my phone just went off and I wish it didn't. Who here could understand a young man whose life was taken and he was a shooting victim? And I feel like it was kind of like a hit and run type of thing. Just so you could understand this, you could understand him being a shooting victim. He was murdered. I'm sorry. This is what he's giving me. So I forgot to say this in the beginning. If I share any information that's too sensitive for you or anything that you don't want to discuss, just let me know and I will shut it down respectfully immediately. I just want you to know this. So Giselle, can you understand this young man who lost his life? He was shot, and I feel like it was kind of like he's showing me that it happened, and then whoever it was that did it like took off. Marichu, you understand this as well? Okay, let me just go into a little bit more details with this because I feel like I was outside. So I just want to share other stuff. I feel like I was outside. He keeps showing me what feels like a bike, like a motorcycle, but I don't know if he heard a motorcycle and then turned around and had nothing to do with the situation, or if the person who did the shooting was on a motorcycle. But there's something with the noise of the motorcycle that's around me that's connected to him that he's showing me that then he was hit. So if you could understand that he was outside, he's a shooting victim. I'm sorry to say this, but he bled to death, and that's what happened. So they couldn't stop the bleeding. And I feel like he was hit like in the chest area. I really feel like this. So if you could understand this, please let me know. Either of you. And then I'm also seeing like what looks to me like a memorial, like wall or something like painted or drawn for him. Like there's something that like has his name with like angel wings, something like that I'm seeing as well. So please let me know if either of you can understand this as well too. So there's like a memorial, a memory, like that kind of thing. I'm swinging my hand, so you're going to see her jump up. So I'm just going to pick her up for a second. So if you could understand this as well, like the connection to, you know, the memorial that's for him. There's a plaque for him. Okay. And can you understand, Giselle, mom still being here, the mom still in the living? Because he keeps talking to me about mom. So do you have connection with mom, and can you understand mom still being in the living? And he also shares with me, yes, outside. I can't remember, it was a motorcycle, but it was loud. Yes, the chest and the angel wings and the door and shirts. Okay, give me a second because we're having a little bit of a back-to-back with this. There's a platform. Okay. I want to talk about mom still being here. Oh, you just saw mom on a motorcycle? Okay. All right. Now, please listen to the way he's giving this to me. How do you guys connect with the name? And it sounds like, it looks like it's K-E-N, like Kenneth, Kendra, that there's like a K-E-N in it. I'm not saying that this is his name, but I'm seeing these letters like Kenny, Kenneth, Kendra. There's a Kendra, there's a K-E-N connection to him. Can either of you understand this connection? Stop, baby, stop. Because you're going to fall and you're going to get hurt. So please, that's why I put you on the floor and then you come right back up. Be a good girl for 5 minutes, please. That's mom in the living marriage. Okay. Okay. No, Giselle, that is a connection. So if you have a Ken in the spirit world and that's connected to you and not to him, that's still a connection, hon. So I could understand that. Oh, Marichu, you can't understand the K name. Okay, give me a second. So Giselle, just stay because I'm going to try to figure out who he's for. So just give me a second. I want to talk about the tattoo in his memory. So I want to talk about this also as well because he wants to acknowledge the tattoo in his memory. He tells me there's more than one tattoo, but someone has a tattoo in the memory and it feels like it's by the heart or it's connected to the heart. So please let me know if you can understand the tattoo connected to him as well. God, that's an only. Okay, several tattoos. Okay, tattoo the heart. Okay, Giselle, can you also understand? I'm sorry for giving this to you. this way, like broken up like this, but I'm trying to understand how he's sharing this with me because he's really trying to get to his person. He's given me another name that's connected to you, connected to him, but it's a name that you would understand. It's a T name, and it sounds like Tyrell or Tyrone. It's like a T-Y name, Tyrone, something like that. There's a T name connected as well also. So can you understand that also? And then as I'm waiting for you to respond, I just want to get into this for a second because he talks to me about, and he says, such a senseless murder. And then he talks to me and he says, I was trying to turn myself around. So can you understand, just a yes or a no, why he would be saying he was trying to turn himself around? Because he's making me feel like his poor mom was trying to get him back in gear, and that he was just not really listening as well as he should have been. But then he tells me, but I was really trying to change things, and then this happened. So he shares this very clearly with me. Okay, that's okay. You can think about the TY. Okay, so hold on to the TY married to. I think you might be getting like a little postcard here, but I do feel like I am with Giselle. And I'm not taking that away from you, married to. I know that you will understand what needs to be done and who is here sharing this stuff. You could take the turning around. So I just want to go into that piece for a second, because if you speak to Mom Giselle, which I think that you said you do, or if you speak to her, please let her know. This is really important. She just celebrated something, and I know that a milestone, okay? She celebrated a milestone. When I say milestone, it could be her birthday. Like, I hate to admit this, but I turned 50. Like, that's a milestone. So he's talking about the milestone, but he also shares about her missing him and her feeling like she could have done something to prevent this. This is not the only thing. His friends thought this too. I have to go into this for a second. He says there's too many people that thought that they could have stopped this from happening. I feel like there was beef or disagreement. There was something that happened, that there was a disagreement with him and another person. We know who did this. Giselle, someone was arrested and held accountable for his murder. Please confirm this for me, because that's what he's telling me. And we know who did this. That's what he just told me. Ooh. I feel like the person who did this to him, he was friends with before this. So they had a falling out. Would you understand the falling out? And it's kind of like, I'm sorry, I don't know if he spoke this way or not, but he's kind of like, dude, really? Like you? Like, that's the way I feel, like the shock behind it. And he's sharing with me this piece of like, this wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary. And it was, I'm sorry for sharing this, but he's saying it was over something so stupid. I'm going to give you a money amount. It's not connected to actual cash, but value of something. And I'm not going to say it on Facebook, but he's telling me it's over something that was like worth $50. Like, this is what's happening. Like, I lost my life and you lost your life for taking my life over something like this, because I feel like the community itself was torn apart because of what happened, like literally torn apart. And he's like, my story is the story that's shared, that people still today say, I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that. And then he talks to me and he shows me all the people that came out and brought candles and lit candles in his memory and gathered together because they were worried about him and his soul because of how this happened. And he says, I want you to know I was at that gathering. I was at that. And he says, I heard the prayers. He's like, we weren't really prayers, but let me tell you, I had people praying for me. And he says, so what I am going to ask is for everyone to love and pray for one another and support one another, because I am okay. Now, I want to go back to the angel wings because this is very significant because he brings me back to the wings. So would you know if he has a stone, I hate calling it a tombstone, a gravesite, if there's angel wings on there? Because he gives me the angel wings as very significant. And he's showing me a photo of himself, but I feel like it's etched in stone or it's etched in something with these wings behind. And it says, so he must have been a brother because it doesn't only say like his name, but it says son, it says brother. So I know that it would say brother for him as well to refer to him, not only as a brother, but as a brother. And Giselle, he gives me Anthony as well. He gives me the name Anthony as significant. So can you please just tell me if you could connect with the name Anthony as well? Because he's giving me this as significant too. Okay, Giselle, I'm definitely with you. I'm definitely with you. I'm sorry, my son is calling me. Give me 1 second. He's in the next room. Giselle, he's not going anywhere. Give me 1 second. The doorknob in the bathroom broke and my son is stuck. I'll be right back. Okay. And I'm back. Can I just say some of your sons, Anthony? I got a tattoo on my shoulder for him with the wings. Okay. So, do you have his sneakers? Why is he showing me his sneakers is so significant? Sneakers as being so significant. I just want to say something else. Did he have a hell of a sense of humor? Because I think that's pretty funny that my son just got locked in the bathroom and that he had to call me to unlock the door, which I think is really funny. So I feel like he also had this sense of humor where he would do pranks and jokes and things like that on people. So he's giving me that as well also, like just a prankster and just a jokester. I hope I didn't lose you, Giselle, in that 1 second that I had to jump out real fast. So, okay, I shouldn't laugh. Giselle. I shouldn't laugh, but I have to laugh because look at what he does. Look at what he does. So if you have that question of what is he doing? He's growing. He's keeping his personality, but he's seeing the mistakes that he's made. He's holding himself accountable. He's saying all this stuff. So look at that. Look at what he did. Like it's like I feel like he wants to tell his story, and the only way he could tell his story is by doing what he did, which just shows that we have life after death. His death was tragic. I'm not going to take away from that. His death was unnecessary. I'm not going to take away from that. That was unfair. And I feel like he really was trying to change. But what he's saying now is I still get to be me. Even though I'm not physically here, my spirit is still here. And I still get to be that jokester, crazy guy I was. But I don't have to be that handful that some days you didn't know who you were going to get. And he says, I'm so glad I had the opportunity to share this with you, this moment. And Giselle, I feel like right now you could feel his presence because I have chills all over my body, and I'm hoping you do too. Because if you do, that's his soul touching yours and letting you know, I'm good, I'm better, and I'm safe. thank you for allowing me to read for you. And thank you for giving me that laugh. And I hope that this brings you some peace in knowing that he is okay and that he is around you and that he is sorry for all that you guys had to go through. And he's sending his love. He really is. And I'm going to leave you with that. Also with a thank you to him. You're welcome, honey. All right, I have to feed the little monster. She's just making a mess everywhere. She's mad because I got up and I'm not picking her up. So I'm going to pick her up maybe for one more time so you guys can see her. I just don't want to step on her when I step down. Come here, Mama. Oh, all right, well then you're going to lose out because I'm not going to pick you up then. I'm not chasing after you. Come here. Come here. So you can say goodbye. Come here. Oh. And then you can say goodbye to everybody, all right? Say goodnight to everyone. Say goodnight. Wait, say goodnight to everyone. Say thank you for joining me live, right? Say thank you for joining me. Oh, I didn't mean to poke you in the eye. Say I hope to see you next time. Please make sure to follow me on social media. Follow me on TikTok also. I think I'm going to end up going live there at some point. I don't know when. But thank you for joining me here tonight. And I hope you guys enjoy the live. And I will see you soon. Say goodbye, everyone.